Hey fiends, so I said there would be more coming and there is more Halloween stuff. I've now gone to a few more places, so I've been to Accessorize, New Look and Primark. I've also seen things in other places. Oh, the other thing that I do have, but that will be in the next video and I'll talk about that later. But I've also seen a few things in other places, like Sainsbury's have started to put their stuff out. So far, absolutely identical to last year. I also had a quick look in John Lewis. Their stuff is fairly minimal. It's lovely, but it's very expensive. So they have a lot of like really fancy chocolates and some very cute little glass ornament sort of bauble things, and some little soft toys by Jellycat. And I love Jellycat stuff, and I love chocolates, but I can't afford John Lewis prices, and it's nice, but it's not nice enough to warrant my buying it so far, unless they add anything else. So let's get on to the things I have got. Let's start with Accessorize now. I'm not sure if you can see it in the shop, but I have some new shinies on the wall behind me. This is the packaging. I will insert a shot in a sec, maybe here, of what it actually looks like. So this was a tassel garland with little bats and iridescent shiny tassel-y things. I think this was about £5. I couldn't resist it. It's by a company called Ginger Ray, who I have literally never heard of before. But it was basically just a little kit with the string, the paper bits to make the tassels, and the little bat cutouts, and then some little elastic bands to hold the tassels together. It was a really nice, gentle thing to be putting together while I was watching movies, so that was quite pleasant, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I ended up getting a few things from Accessorize. So far, Accessorize don't have a huge amount. It's mainly stick-on face jewels and Accessorize prices. I'm not going to buy things that are only usable once or maybe twice if you're careful and you don't get them covered in makeup. And I've had a word with my friend who works there. It looks like they might be adding a few more things, but they looked very small. So they might be fake nails or something along those lines. A few things they have are very similar to last year, like this beautiful feather fan. This was £6. It's got a cute little tassel on the end and it's all feathery and nice. I had one that was, well, I mean, I technically still have it, but it is starting to fall apart. Like the feathers are all crumpled and horrible because it's gone to a few festivals. So I was happy to get a replacement for that, and £6 I think for, you know, quite nice. I'm not sure what type of feathers are. I think they might be no, they're not ostrich, but they're fluffy like ostrich. They might just be like chicken feathers, I'm not sure. But they're very nice, and they're very black, and they're very glamorous. I had lots of compliments on the previous fan, and if you're in hot sweaty nightclubs and hot sweaty gig venues, these things are always very, very handy. The other things I got were mainly, oh no, I tell a lie, I got these, which are little nail stickers with cobwebs and little spiders. I'm not sure how well this will be showing up on camera, but if I hold that like that, can you see them? Can you see the little stickery doos? I don't know. I've had things like this in the past and I've mainly stuck them on my face, so I may stick these on my face, I may stick them on my nails. I'm really bad at drawing things on my nails. I mean, my nails are a mess right now, but I like doing sort of ombres and sort of swirly patterns, but when it comes to drawing an actual design, I'm rubbish. I'm really heavy-handed at everything. Like my writing is really heavy-handed, drawing anything like that. So you know, doing fine lines is always difficult. So I may stick a few little spooky spiders on my fingertips. So I am very fond of having stuff on my nails. But yeah, these were £4, which seems a bit much, but there is 100 stickers in there, so that is a lot of, I mean, that's a good, what, 10 applications of a full handful of spiders. That sounds rather ominous, doesn't it? Which is not too bad. The last few things I got in Accessorize are all hair thingies. So, hair thingy numero uno. Oh, my cat. I think this was about a £5. It was so sparkly I couldn't resist. And yes, I'm not a furry, I'm not an anime cat girl, I just really like cats and catties. So yeah. Next thing, this was also £5, and then again a little bit much for what they are, but so sparkly couldn't resist. Take off the packaging. So little sparkly bat, you see that? Little sparkly bat hair slides. So they look like that. Very cute. Yeah, also £5 for 2, but very sparkly. Again, it's sort of sequins glued onto a felt backing, but they feel sturdy enough that they're not gonna bend completely out of shape. So yeah. And then the last thing I got, again, cannot resist sparkly bats. I'm fairly sure these are for children. They're like little hair bubble things with googly eyes. I have a real soft spot for googly eyes. They're a bit naff, but I quite liked the sort of sparky bat thing, and I'm useless with hair bubbles. I do need them occasionally, and let's just be silly and put this on the end of my hair. There we go. Is that a good new look? There we go. I'm an adult. I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 this year. I'm an adult. So yeah, that was all of Accessorize so far. They did also have a few other cute sort of party decor things along the lines of this, with same company as well. They have some really cute bat-shaped paper plates. Didn't get any of those because I'm probably not going to have a party that doesn't involve going in the pub. So, sorry I didn't get any of those. What should we move on to next? Let's move on to... Oh yeah, let's move on to New Look. Now New Look appears to be this year mainly going for hairbands and socks. As in literally that's all the Halloween stuff I found is hairbands and socks. In general, it seems like a lot of people are a lot of shops are going in for hairbands as their Halloween accessories this year. Like there's a lot of cat ears, there's a lot of unicorn horns, there's a lot of seashells, and devil horns and all of that stuff, which is frustrating because I don't really use hairband, like, you know, on things like this, on an actual band. I don't really use them that much, partly because they look a bit weird with the undercut, and they can be quite tight against your head. And this one's not too bad, it's quite flexible, so it's not that uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm not really a great hairband user, although I couldn't resist this. I can't remember how much this was. I think it was either a tenner or a £5. But it's very sparkly. It has these ridiculous black seashells and then real cowrie shells that have been actually cut in half. You can see from the back they're cut in half. Now on the way home I managed to dislodge one of the stones. I've still got it, so I will have to just glue that in at some point. Let's put this on as well. Let's put all of the hair thingies on my head. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't resist it. It was very sparkly, and it's quite, although it's dramatic enough but still quite small, so you could kind of wear it for like a day look, or if you're kind of boring, I guess you could use it as a an evening look, or for a slightly more dressed down evening. I probably wouldn't wear it to the club because it's not quite obnoxious enough for my liking, but yes, going to the pub or something like that, quite fun. Or maybe a slightly more casual club look, maybe sort of. I don't know. This was the only hairband I saw that was in any way interesting or original. All of the other ones that they had in New Look, at least, were, you know, the unicorn horns, the cat ears, and they weren't even interesting cat ears. They did, however, have a rather nice array of socks. Now, I realised that I'm wearing one of them, so I'll cut that in. Okay, so excuse my leggings and the mess on the floor, but these are the ones that I was wearing. Right, I swear I got another pair, but I can't find it. These are my favourite ones. They have little fluffy bats on, and they're purple, fluffy bats with little white eyes. These are quite cute. They're sparkly with skeletons and whatever the hell type of skeleton that is supposed to be. Is that a cat? Is it a monkey? This is a deeply deformed dog. Why does it have, like, why does it have horns? Are they supposed to be ears? Because ears don't work like that. What are you doing here? But they're quite cute. These ones are just sort of Dia de los Muertos. Again, quite cute. And this I literally only got because I was getting several and it would be in a sale. In a 3 for £5. It says Hallow Queen, and it has a witch with some little sparkly crowns. That's the word I'm looking for. And didn't I get something? Oh, they're on my feet. They're on my feet. Little fuzzy warm bed socks with ghosts that say boo, and some of them have witchy hats and stars. They're really warm. I've been wearing them with my slippers because I'm old. Yeah, this is the sort of sophisticated content you get, is me taking my socks off. And then, yeah, so that's it for New Look. Those are pretty much all of the socks I could find. So far, yeah, literally that's it. And then last up, in terms of stuff I have to show you now, is the Primark stuff. So far Primark is really disappointing. In previous years they've had like clothes with funny like slogans on, or at least some jewellery. So far, excuse me, all I've been able to find is in terms of hair accessories were these, which are little clip-on stand-up batty things. So let's put one of those on just for the sake of completion. Oh, that's the wrong side. Clever. There we go. So sorry, I'm just looking in the mirror. Oh no, that looks awful. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go, there we go. Yeah, that looks deranged. Good, let's put the other one on just for a laugh. Yeah, I have. I'm easily amused by putting things on my head. Oh dear, that looks so silly. Oh, I know. Yeah, so in terms of hair accessories, all they had were these and a hideous hairband that had like a horrible foam sparkly pumpkin like there. So it looked like if you Like there were some kids trying them on in the shop, and it just looked like there was some hideous growth with an eyeball, sparkly neon orange growth on their side of their head. It was not a good look. Not something I would recommend. And then apart from that, the only homeware stuff I found were some genuinely hideous looking Disney themed baubles that were sort of Halloweeny, you know, orange and black colours, but were shaped like Mickey Mouse. So there was one round ball with two ball ears. They were horrendous. I mean, if you're really heavily into Disney, maybe you'll like them, but And then the rest of the stuff I found was makeup. Now the makeup stuff was slightly more interesting. There was a couple of complete knockoffs of previous years' Makeup Revolution. So if you need a low cost, slightly lower quality dupe of the Ghost contour stick, you know, the black and white contour stick from last year, you can get one of those for £1 in Primark. They also had a set of glitter. There's a bit like this palette where it's sort of set into Vaseline, but I already have this, and the colours that were in the other one were, yep, they're all in there. And this is only £4, whereas the thing that they were selling with the Halloween stuff was £2 for only 4 or 5. And so this is better value, even though it's not the greatest quality in the world. I sometimes use this for doing my eyebrows and things, but generally I use slightly better stuff. But yes, so they had those. They had some fake nails, sort of press-on nails that I swear must have been designed for children, because, or rather maybe teenagers, because they were a really odd shape. Like they wouldn't fit on my fingertips at least. And then what else do they have? A couple of face painting kits and a set of face jewels that were basically like any old craft jewels, but they weren't in a pre-designed arrangement, so you could just sort of slap them on your face any old way. But again, they were like £2 for what was basically a range of ordinary stick-on crystals, and there were some teardrop shapes. The rest of them were just sort of either round or oval, and you know, they weren't anything particularly special. So all I got from that mess was these. These were £2.50. I like the fact that they're in little test tubes. They look quite cute. Come out, come out. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a range. About that, the camera decided to stop filming. Right, so where were we? So this thing, which was £1.50, is supposedly, well, it says lip gloss. It looks more like lip balm to me. And what does it smell like? Do I like that? Yeah, it's definitely more of a lip balm than a lip gloss. It smells a bit like candy apple, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. It's very synthetic, whatever it is. Yeah, I might not actually use that for anything. I might just, again, stick it on a hat or something. Or make some little portmanteau, something, I don't know. But yeah, £1.50 is quite cute. I don't know. So again, that is all I have so far. Or rather, I do have a whole bunch of Makeup Revolutions Halloween stuff. I'm going to do that in a separate video, so that will be the next one. Partly because this is running long, and partly because I want to do it in the daytime, not at midnight, so that I can show you swatches of the things and they don't just look washed out and weird as they sometimes do. And yeah, so that will be the next one, and until then, yeah, that will be very, very shortly after this one's uploaded, so it won't be long. And in the meantime, I'm going to take all of these off of my head. Bye bye.